Well, hello there everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's Space Cowboy here with another video for you guys here today. And in today's video, we actually have some breaking news here in Cowboy Land and something to finally talk about. And that is the status of Tyron Smith, whether they're going to bring him back or let him walk. We finally have an answer. We're going to go through an article discussing the situation with Tyron Smith, and then we'll further discuss. The Dallas Cowboys offensive line has had its fair share of issues this season as Dak Prescott was sacked the most times since 2018, that being 39 times. But one area of the offensive line that wasn't an issue of sorts was left tackle with Tyron Smith. The ageless wonder again proved to be one of the best left tackles in football when he was healthy. And now on Saturday morning comes word that he's ready to prove that outside of Dallas. Ian Rappaport wrote, "End of an era. Cowboys All-Pro and Pro Bowl left tackle Tyron Smith will be a free agent and is unlikely to return to Dallas," sources say. The blindside protector since 2011, Smith will be highly coveted. Now entering free agency, a decision has to be made, and while it is hard to envision Tyron in another uniform other than his familiar blue and white, this is the NFL. Smith protected Dak Prescott's blindside with all-pro authority, but given his age, maybe expecting Tyron to be able to play a full season plus playoffs seems like a bridge too far. Tyron Wednesdays became a theme for Dallas this season as the veteran would often rest in the middle of the week as he was consistently dealing with nagging injuries. When he was on the field, everything seemed to flow as he only allowed one sack from the 847 offensive snaps he played, and had an overall grading of 83.8 per PFF. But, as we detailed, the handling the keys to Tyron, but in such a pressurized season for Dallas, is that wise given his injury record over the past couple of seasons? It'll look like he'll be somewhere else in 2024, and with so much on the line, so having Tyron return to potentially put a full stop on a superb career with a Super Bowl win would be something special, but not in the cards. He is a top 5 offensive free agent, which solidifies his talent despite his age. But will he have enough juice in the tank for one final push elsewhere? That is the million-dollar question, or maybe based on salary guesses, a $12 million question. And now here we are on the precipice of free agency, and this team has done nothing to open up cap space as we detailed in the previous video we just did, which you should go check out because I talk about how the front office has done absolutely nothing. But just to briefly summarize, no restructures, no extensions, no releases to open up any of this cap space so that they can look to re-sign any of their guys, which they always pride themselves on doing. And so now you have decided in an all-in year, when it's really run a back season, that, yeah, we don't want to bring back Tyron Smith because whatever has happened behind the scenes happened, whether it be that negotiations went bad or maybe he's looking for a long-term deal, whatever the case may be. Now, you might be saying, well, Space, haven't you talked about replacing Tyron Smith? Are you upset with this move? I'm not upset with them moving on from Tyron Smith. It's just the principle of them saying we're going to go all in, and then when their all in is trying to get everybody to come back to run it back, and they don't bring back one of your key guys, then it kind of blows up in your face. That's my thing. So now offensive tackle becomes a much more pressing need, and we still don't know what's going to happen at center. So now you're probably going to lose 2 starting guys on your offensive line at 2 critical positions. And I understand we talked about how Tyler Biadasz played, and I'm okay with them moving on, but with you having a situation where Tyron Smith is officially leaving, then it makes things a little bit more complicated. But I do know that from what we've seen this season, I think the Cowboys have an idea of how they want the offensive line to look like if things don't pan out in the draft. As we heard from Stephen Jones, Tyler Smith has had position flexibility, and they just really like what he can do. So what I would imagine they do is they take Tyler Smith, they move him over to left tackle, and they probably play TJ Bass at left guard, and then Brock Hoffman takes over at center. That's what I think is going to happen unless they draft someone and they're like, okay, we're going to draft a left tackle or center, and they're just going to, move around pieces as they have to. And this is something that the Cowboys probably have been planning for, and so I'm really curious to see how they use Tyler Smith moving forward. If they give him a full offseason at left tackle, and then they just find out what they want to do at guard. I mean, I don't know what this team's looking to do. But we can just speculate that with Tyron walking out the door, you're probably going to see Tyler Smith go to left tackle. And then with TJ Bass, we've even talked about it on the channel. He's a guy that could be starting in the NFL right now, given how offensive line play is around the league. But here he is in Dallas, and he had to ride the bench because you had better guys in front of him. Now he's probably going to have his opportunity to shine. And this is going to be a very weird offseason considering Tyron's going to be gone. And if the Cowboys don't utilize any cap space to sign free agents to plug up holes. And I want to be very clear that signing a training camp backup body isn't a big move, okay? That's just you're doing it because you're checking off boxes. So I'm really damn curious to see how this team moves forward with Tyron now most likely gone. So thank you, Tyron, for everything. If this is your last rodeo here in Dallas, we appreciate it. Best luck on your next journey and all that other stuff. So with that being said, guys, tell me what you guys think about this news. Do you think it's good, bad? What do you think the plan should be? Tell me down below, and I'll catch you guys later.